Hey there guys, this is Ira from Tudlo Innovation Solutions Incorporation. In this video, I will show you how to use the Tudlo HMS, or the Hospital Management System. So first, you have to log in your account using email and your password, and click Login. After you log in, the first page will appear is the admin dashboard, where you can see all the number of summaries from doctor up to the report. So as you can see, the summary is there in the dashboard. We have 4 doctors, 5 patients, and you can also see that one in the left side feature of the menu. So you see this from the doctor up to the report. So now let's proceed to the department. Department where you can have every department of a hospital, of designated hospital. So for this demo, we have 3 departments: neurology, dermatology, and radiology. So you can also manage the facilities of that department, and you can also add. Let's try to manage the dermatology department. So we have one facility of the dermatology department. We have there the title and the description. You can add department facility, just click this one and fill up this form, the title and the description, and the chosen department. So that's it. That's how you can add a facility. Okay. Let's go back. Let's add more department for the hospital. Like for example, just input the details here, name of the department, the description, and the desired icon. You can choose image here, which goes directly to your files. So that's it. That is how to add a department in order for your hospital department. But before we go on to the users, different kinds of users, we have doctor, patient, nurse, the pharmacist, the laboratories, the accountant, and the receptionist. And we will go first to the settings, where we can manage all the systems, the language, also in the CMS. Let's start first to the system settings. Systems composed of the general settings, like for example the system name. This one, since this is for the Tudlo Hospital Management Systems demo, so I named it this one. And the system title, of course the address, and the phone number, email, code, and currency, the system email, and of course the language. You can choose any language, and the text, of course the logo. That's it for the general settings, where you can see all the common settings as can you see in your hospital management system. Now let's go into the language setting, where you can manage the language, for example the English, and you can add also phrase or the language. For example this one, and you can edit that one since this is English. So all the forms here or the text is in English forms because you choose English as your default language. So after you inputted all the system settings in your hospital, from name up to the logo, you can now have the users where and use your systems. So notice that I have so many features here in my left side menu. So since this account is for the admin, and if you add a doctor and you log in as a doctor, the doctor can see the settings. Doctor can change settings, and from end the doctor can see this also this one, the account and contact emails. But this account, this is the admin, so if what you've logged in or what you've signed up here, your account will be displayed. Now let's go on to the users. Let's start first with the doctor. So I have 4 doctors here. I have 4 registered doctors here, and there are different assigned department. Like for example, this doctor named Christian is assigned to the radiology department, and this doctor is assigned to the dermatology department. This department will varies here what you've inputted department and this left side menu. So the contact phone, email, also displayed the doctor for us, the doctor, to identify. So notice here, the left side menu here, if you log in the account of the doctor will not be the same. So let's try to log in the account of this doctor. Let's log into the account of Dr. Christian. The email of Dr. Christian and the password. Then click login. So notice that the doctors of the dashboard will display the calendar or the events. We have this name of the patient and have the events here. And notice in the left side of the doctor, he or she can't display the system settings, the payroll management. Also we can see is the appointment, where the patient have the appointment to the doctors. There, the appointment list. We have that one, a Dr. Christian, a patient. We have also a patient. And notice that if you have logged in the patient's account, there is not the same in this left side menu. So the prescription of the doctor and the patient have this doctor, Dr. Christian, have one patient, the name is Dan, have the address, the phone number, and you have a report here. Dan have been checked up by Dr. Christian. Also, doctor can manage the bed allotment and the blood bank. He can also receive a message from the patient. So as you notice that if you have logged into the doctor, you can see the different features of the system. Since the doctor can manage the appointment, the prescription, and his or her patient, and the bed, the blood bank, and also he can have a report, his payroll, and can send and receive messages from the patient. Also he can view the profile. So let's go back to the admin side. So we're done with the doctor, also the patient. You can also assign the patient here. You have the patient name, email, the phone number, the birth age, so the age, and the blood group. If you can add a patient, just click this one. So will the patients have the login access of the system, so she have an appointment to the doctor or what she needs. You can also send a message to the doctor. So notice also that if you have logged in as a patient, the left side menu here are not the same, just like the doctors. If you are a patient, you can also manage your doctor. You can see mainly the doctors, registered doctors, so you can have your appointments of the doctor, and you can also send the messages. You cannot view the settings also as well as the doctors. You cannot monitor the hospital since you are just a patient. So just like this. And also have the nurse here. The nurse can monitor the patient, and the nurse can also have the communication between the doctor. I have one nurse here from my HRMS demo. This is for the nurse, Ira. I have one nurse here, and you can add nurse here for your HRMS. So here, you can add a nurse here. Just fill out this form, the name, the email, and also you can have the image of the nurse for easily to identify that he or she, how fast the nurse was. We also have the pharmacist, and have the medicine. You can check the medicine, you can have the medicine stocks. This, the pharmacist will assign that one, and also this. If you log in as the pharmacist, these features here, the menu features here will not the same as will the admin, the doctor, the patient, and the nurses. Nurses have different features of the menu if you log in a different account, since this is the unlimited users. You can also have many doctors, have many patients, many nurses, pharmacists. You can have this one. So the receptionist, the laboratorist, the accountant. So that's it. Now let's proceed to monitor the hospital, where you can monitor the payment history, the bed allotment, the blood bank, the blood donor, the medicine, the operation report, birth report, and death report. This is very important for the hospital, you have the main report and the payment history and the management of the blood and also the medicine. So let's start first as the payment history. So we have one payment history here, the patient, the name of the patient, and also have the title, the discount, and the status. You can also view this as invoice or sample bill to the patient. This one, the invoice. We can print invoice. Have the status here since this client, the name of this patient has not paid. He or she have also the contact number. You can also add an entry here. This is for the sample since this is for the demo, and you can also input different entry here if there's a checkup or the operation. So next you have the bed allotment here. You can have two bed numbers here, and this can be managed by the doctor also, and the nurse. He or she can have a bed allotment, and there's also to have a patient. So this account can also to monitor the hospital. So we have two bed ward, the bed type, and time of allotment and time of discharge. Can also monitor everything for, also in the blood bank. Monitor that one. In the blood donor can monitor that one. The blood group and the last donation date. The name of the blood donor. The age. The medicine can all monitor that one. Just available. The price and the manufacturing company. You can add here if you have the hospital have the manufacturing company of the said medicine, the name of the medicine, also the category, and the one who add the medicine here is the pharmacist. The access of the pharmacist can have to add the medicines. So you can also monitor the operation report here, the description, the name of the patient, and the name of the doctor, of course, the date of operation. We have kidney operation in February 2010, the name of the patient, and the name of the doctor. Next we have birth report here, the description, the first baby, the name of the patient, and of course the name of the doctor, also the date. So in July 19 we have first baby of Dan, and the doctor is Jaime Perez. So that's it. And the last one, Monitor Hospital, is the death report. You have the description here or what cost of death. For example, this one, dead on arrival on October 2, 2018. The patient is Dan and the doctor is Christian. So this is for the sample here. This is just to monitor the hospital. The one who input here is the doctor. The doctor can have the report that there's a death report here. You can also have the payroll, can create a payroll and the payroll list. For example, this payroll list here, so we have employee and the account type, the name of summary, and the status. So for example, the Christian, the doctor Christian have this one, basic salary, the allowance, have the deduction and the date, and you paid him or her. If you create the payroll, just select an employee here. You have separate here doctor, nurse, laboratorist, receptionist, accountant. If you choose accountant Ray and select a month of June, select a year of 2017. Click this. It's generate payslip, and you can have the allowance here, type of allowance, like for example load or any allowance here, medicine allowance, and the amount 500. Then you can also add any allowance here, For example, salary, we have 20,000, can calculate that one. So we have total allowance of 20,500. You can also add, and we have the deductions here. For example, food, the amount of 480, and calculate. So that's it. We also have the basic of, that's it. So the name of the employee is Ray, and month of June on 2017 can earn this one, and you can change the status, it is paid or unpaid. Just create payslip. So there's a message that data created successfully, and the employee named Ray, the accountant, have the summary here, and the month and the year, then the status. Since, as you can see, they have status here, the unpaid, and you can mark as paid that one if you have give to Ray his or her allowances. That's it, it's paid, and you can view the payroll details, what you've inputted in the payroll list. So that's it, that is how to generate the payroll in our Tudlu HMS. You can also have a notice board, have a notice where the doctor and the nurse or these users here can display the notice. For example, this one, meeting all the doctor, the start date and the end date. And you can also have the calendar here that there's the meeting on October 2 up to October 3. So that's it, have a meeting, the event schedule, as you can see in the notice board. You can add another board, just click add notice here and fill up this form, the title of the notice, and description, and the start date and end date. Just fill up this one. So that's it. So we're done with the settings. The front end contact emails you have. Now let's go to your account. The last, you can manage your profile here, the name of your email, and changing your password. That's it. So Tudlu HMS team was a very user-friendly system where you can manage your hospital, you can monitor the hospital up to the history, the medicine, the blood, and the report. So you can manage all the users from doctors up to receptionist, and the department. You can add department of your hospital if there's so many departments, and you can add. And then the dashboard, where the summary of all the doctors and the users and up to the report. So that's it. That would be all. Again, this is Ira from Tudlu Innovation Solutions Incorporation.